Introducing a freshman from Honolulu, Hawaii, Melissa Gomya. A freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, Maddie Jones. A freshman from Conway, Texas, Frankie Price. A freshman from West Chicago, Illinois, Mackenzie Sedlacek. A freshman from Spring, Texas, Leah Smith. A freshman from Pullman, Alabama, Katie Weaver. A sophomore from Houston, Texas, Emma Kelly. A sophomore from Parkland, Florida, Jensen Scalzo. A junior from Brownsburg, Indiana, Kiara Champagna. A junior from Sycamore, Illinois, Madison Hickey. A senior from Greensboro, North Carolina, Bailey Lovett. A senior from Austin, Texas, Amanda Ellswick. A senior from Houston, Texas, Emily Hamrick. A senior from Parkland, Florida, Abby Johnston. A senior from Houston, Texas, Savannah Denise. A graduate student from Lexington, South Carolina, Maggie O'Hara. A graduate student from Tyler, Texas, Sarah Schaefer. The head coach of the Razorbacks is Jordan Weaver, with assistants Chris Brooks and Felicia Hanna, and volunteer assistant coach is Tyler Walls. And let's give a round of applause for the senior Razorbacks. They are Abby Johnston, Amanda Ellswick, Haley Lovett, Kennedy Hamrick, Maggie O'Hara, Sarah Schaefer, and Savannah Denise. And now let's welcome the Oregon State Beavers. Introducing a junior from Kapolei, Hawaii, Jenna Domingo. A freshman from Gilbert, Arizona, Natalie Briones. A freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, Jane Perry. A freshman from Golden, Colorado, Lauren Lunch. A freshman from San Diego, California, Caitlin Garcia. A sophomore from Newport Beach, California, Cindy Gonzalez. A junior from Chandler, Arizona, Kayla Bird. A freshman from Clovis, California, Carly Chavez. A senior from Pleasanton, California, Maddie Dagan. A freshman from Portishead United Kingdom, Edie Yaguchak. A sophomore from San Mateo, California, Ariana Young. A senior from Hollister, California, Mike Yamaoka. A sophomore from Puyallup, Washington, Julia Felker. And a freshman from Golden, Colorado, Carly Beeman. The Beavers are coached by Tanya Chaplin, with associate head coaches Michael Chaplin and Ryan Urshilla, volunteer assistant coach Becca Hilliman, Bradley student coach Jane Honowitz. And let's give a round of applause to the seniors for the Oregon State Beavers, recognizing Maddie Dagan, Alexa McClung, Elaine Yamaoka, Caitlin Yanish, and Christina Peterson. And finally, let's meet the Cornhuskers from Nebraska. Introducing a junior from Caravaggio, Italy, Clara Colombo. A senior from Walmart, Wisconsin, Caitlin Higgins. A senior from Gardner, Kansas, Kinsey Roby. A senior from Savannah, Georgia, Michaela Curtis. A freshman from Parker, Colorado, Savannah Warren. A freshman from Longview, Texas, Amy Hiedemann. A sophomore from Aguadisco, Texas, Jojo DeJesus. A sophomore from Boswell, Georgia, Caroline Williams. A sophomore from Huntersville, North Carolina, Kinsey Davis. A freshman from Rogers, Arkansas, Asia Hall. A freshman from Waverly, Nebraska, Hallie Rourke. A freshman from Dallas, Texas, Emma Simpson. A senior from Lenexa, Kansas, Monica Judakovich. A sophomore from Vicenza, Italy, Martina Coleman. A junior from Ramsey, New Jersey, Kylie Geringer. A freshman from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada, Emma Spence. A freshman from Prosper, Texas, Genesis Gibson. A junior from Katy, Texas, Catherine Taylor. Head coach of the Cornhuskers is Heather Brink, with assistants Brian Amato and Robert Lanani, and volunteer assistant coach Sophia Hydraulic. In honor of Senior Day, we would like to give a special recognition to the Cornhuskers seniors Michaela Curtis, Annika Diakovich, Caitlin Higgins, and Kinsey Roby. All right, fans, it's time to take out your phones and use the lights and hold them in the air for today's greeting ceremony. Be sure to turn on your flashlight and hold your cell phones up. Introducing a freshman from Dallas, Texas, a senior from Lake County, Florida, Alexandria, a sophomore from Sanford, Florida, Abby Thompson, a sophomore from Frisco, Texas, At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and turn your attention to the flag for the performance of our national anthem by Leah Tafoya.
Welcome to Magnus Arena on the DU campus for today's competition between four amazing teams in this NCAA Collegiate Gymnastics. For women, we've got Oregon State, the University of Denver, Nebraska, and Arkansas. This is going to be an amazing competition. Warm-ups were incredible, and I'm excited for all of you to see the great performances we're going to have today. You will see all four events happening at one time, so you can actually have the same view as those who are here in the audience. These teams are all super competitive. Each one of them is capable of a 197, which really at this point in the season is where you want these teams to be. That's an average of a 49.25 on each event. which turns out to be a 9.85 for each individual competitor that counts toward the team total. So that's what we're going to be watching for today, and that's what those teams are hoping for. They're all also capable of close to a 198 as well. Denver so far has the highest score as a team score of all of these teams this far this season with a 197.6. The next highest score is a 197.375 from the Oregon State Beavers. Arkansas has hit a 197.2 and Nebraska has a 196.750. But again, all of them are capable of hitting that 197 plus score. So we're excited to get started here. We've got Momo from the University of Denver on vault. Yurchenko full, little hop on the landing, but nice finish. And up on beam first for Oregon State is Ariana Young. Over on floor, first up for Nebraska will be Emma Spence. And for the University of Arkansas on bars will be Leah Smith. Nice back handspring layout step out. For those of you who are joining us from Arkansas, there was an injury at the very, very beginning during warm-ups, so you won't see Mackenzie Sedlicek competing today. She's okay, but is unable to compete. Nice double layout dismount on bars, great landing. And a strong start for Oregon State on beam as well. Next up on vault for the University of Denver is the senior, Alexandra Ruiz. Yurchenko full, and a beautifully stuck landing. That's probably the best I've seen her do that vault so far this season. Next up on beam for Oregon State is going to be Lauren Leach. Next up on bars for Arkansas will be Jensen Scalzo. A nice floor routine start for Nebraska on floor. Next up on vault for the University of Denver is Rosie Casali. Rosie is a sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, really looking for those stuck landings on these vaults for the University of Denver. Pretty big hop on the landing. And over on bars, then Jensen Scalzo. Nice giant with a half. High Jaeger, or straddle Jaeger. Overshoot. Nice handstand. And a layout double flyaway with a nice landing. Just little tiny deductions here and there on form and execution, but overall another strong routine for them on bars. Up next on vault for the University of Denver will be Jessica Hutchinson. Nice aerial walkover into back handspring on balance beam. And over on floor is Azitha Hall. Beautiful Yurchenko full from Jessica Hutchinson. She gets great height, has such strong technique on that vault. step out of bounds on floor, that'll be a 1/10 of a point deduction plus the deduction for the over rotation. Nice strong routine for Oregon State on beam. Height Jaeger on bars. Back salto, nice height form. A little bit short on that handstand transition on the low bar. But overall, very strong routine. Double layout. And a nice landing. Again, little tiny deduction there on that handstand half pirouette on the low bar. And that was Riley Mundell from the University of Denver on vault. Yurchenko 1.5 with a stuck landing. She has been working to get to that. Every meet this season has been playing with under rotation and over rotation, and that was absolutely gorgeous. You can hear the fans shouting 10, 10, 10. Next up on bars is Sarah Schaefer from the University of Arkansas. Next up on beam is Jenna Domingo from Oregon State University. And next up on floor is Katie Kuhneman from the University of Nebraska. And DU is finished up on vault. They're gonna go with the first 5 scores they got in that rotation. They're missing their typical vault lineup competitors Lindsey Brown and Mia Sundstrom due to Achilles injuries. Looking at bars, beautiful transitions, exactly right on top of the bar, which is what the judges are looking for. Nice handstand. This is going to be a big score for Arkansas. We'll look at the landing here. Slight hop on the landing, so we'll have at least a 10th off there on the dismount, but beautiful bar routine. Nice middle pass on floor, front tumbling, over on beam, switch ring to a straddle, to a split 3/4. Very well executed. Next up on bars for University of Arkansas will be Kennedy Hembrick, one of the star performers for this team. And a great finish on beam for that 3rd performance from Oregon State. Then Katie Kuhneman finishing up on floor for Nebraska and over to bars. A little bit crooked on that half, but was able to keep her piked Jaeger out of it, moving well to an overshoot. A little short on that handstand, so the judges are going to take little deductions here and there. Full twisting double flyway and a slight hop. So we won't see the biggest score that I've seen her get on bars here today, but strong performance for them. Next up on bars for Arkansas will be Maggie O'Hara. And on beam for Oregon State University will be Sydney Gonzalez. And over on floor for the University of Nebraska will be Michaela Curtis. Beautiful straddle, Jaeger. Nice execution on that overshoot. Beautiful handstand. And really was holding on to that landing on bars. That'll be a big score for this team. Floor, we just saw a scissor ring into a scissor half. A little bit low on the execution on that last leap. And same thing over on beam, just a slight undersplit on both of those jumps. And another strong finish for Oregon State. They're having a great beam rotation. Floor finishing up with a double tuck. A little bit of low chest on the landing, but strong performance for Nebraska on the floor. And so far, Denver has, on vault, their team total was a 49.075. So not the best that they've had, but given their injuries and playing with the lineups, great job. And Riley Mundell's score was a 9.95, for those of you who were curious. So great vault for her. And Arkansas's competitor on bars is an exhibition performer. So the score will not count toward their team total. A little short on the handstand. Full twisting double flyaway. Hop on the landing, but that's a great routine to have in your back pocket as that exhibition performer. So Arkansas has finished up their rotation on bars. And right now it looks like Arkansas and DU were tied after the first rotation at 49.075. So we'll finish up with the Oregon State on beam and Nebraska still on floor. Floor is Kylie Pringer from the University of Nebraska, and on beam is Maddie Dagan. Nice high double pike on floor. Handspring layout step out on beam. Nice second pass as well. Great execution on that 1.5 into a front layout. Aerial cartwheel to full twist. Another strong routine. This Oregon State University team came to compete today. They have had such a strong rotation, and last up for them will be Jade Carey. And a beautiful finish on floor. Double tuck with a stuck landing. strong floor for Nebraska. Each of these teams has one more competitor. We'll see last on balance beam from Oregon State, Jade Carey, who won the floor in the recent Olympics, has been just enjoying her time at Oregon State, competing as a college athlete. We've got quite a few Olympians in the house today. We have Jordan Weber and Kyla Ross, who are both coaches at Arkansas. Jordan Weber, the head coach, and Kyla came to join her this year after finishing up her career at UCLA. So next up on floor for Nebraska, sixth up in the lineup will be Caitlin Higgins. And Jade Carey on beam. Both of these gymnasts are extremely strong. You can see the score in the background from Jade Carey, a 9.95 for Dagan. So they are having a stellar beam rotation. Aerial walkover. Double twist on floor. Back handspring layout step out for Jade. Scissors leap, scissor half, beat jump, a nice second pass to on floor. And a nice routine from Jade. Great finish up for them, and rounding out their beam rotation. So far, this has been a great routine. One and a half twist into a front layout. Great height on that. And a strong finish for Nebraska on floor. All four of these teams came to compete today and are just showing us amazing performances. And that'll finish up this first rotation. When we come back, we'll have scores across all four events, and University of Nebraska will be on vault, University of Denver on bars, Arkansas on beam, and Oregon State on floor. Welcome back to Magnus Arena on the DU campus for this matchup between the University of Denver, Oregon State, Arkansas, and Nebraska. I'm Marcy Jenkins. I'm here with you, and we had a great first rotation. We'll start off with our scores on vault. Momoko Iwai got a 9.75. Alexandra Ruiz with a 9.775. Rosie Casali with a 9.725. Jessica Hutchinson with the 9.875, and Riley Mundell with a big 9.950. So the total score for the University of Denver after one rotation is a 49.075. Moving over to bars for Arkansas, Leah Smith scored a 9.85. Jensen Scalzo scored a 9.775. Maddie Jones, 9.825. Sarah Schaefer, 9.8. Kennedy Hembrick, 9.8, and Maggie O'Hara, 9.8. So they're tied with Denver after one rotation at 49.075. Moving over to beam, an amazing rotation for Oregon State. They started off with Ariana Young with a 9.7, Lauren Leach with a 9.825, Jenna Domingo with a 9.875, Sydney Gonzalez 9.875, Maddie Dagan and Jay Carey both with a 9.95. So their total on that event was a 49.475. Absolutely amazing score for them, and actually the highest score so far they've achieved as a team this season. Moving on to floor for University of Nebraska, Emma Spence with a 9.75, Azitha Hall with a 9.5, Katie Kuhneman with a 9.6, Michaela Curtis 9.65, Kylie Pringer with a 9.775, and Kayla Higgins with a 9.875. So their total was a 48.650. So after one rotation, Oregon State is leading this competition with a 49.475. Again, a season best for them on that event. Then tied for second place is University of Denver and University of Arkansas with a 49.075. And third place, Nebraska, 48.650. So we're getting ready to get started with this next rotation. University of Nebraska will be on the vault, Denver on bars, Arkansas on beam, and Oregon State on floor. Starting off on bars with Alexandra Ruiz, the senior, giant full, into a reverse heck, nice. Tkachev, transition, a little bit of form break there, but was able to hold on. Little short on the handstand. And a layout double flyaway with a stuck landing. So she made up for that little miss there in the overshoot to the low bar. She usually hits right on handstand, so really had to hold on. But great job, and that was the first vault or two from Nebraska, Emma Spence. The first performer on beam for Arkansas is Kaylaxa Gameo. And on floor for Oregon State University will be Ariana Young. Again, we have 4 events going on at the same time. Beautiful side summy. And next up for vault, on vault for the University of Nebraska is Kylie Pringer. Again, really looking for those stuck landings, lots of height and distance. Nice vault for Nebraska. Next up on bars is Rosie Casali from the University of Denver. Finishing up on beam with a stuck landing. Beautiful transition to the low bar from Rosie, really moving well in this routine. Been working really hard to get a nice handstand. And then she does a double layout dismount. And a beautiful landing, just a slight hop, but that was a great routine for Rosie. Getting back into the lineup, she's competed a couple times so far this season. Over on floor, again, Ariana Young, pretty big step on that first pass over rotation, but didn't go out of bounds. Next up on vault for University of Nebraska is Martina Coleman. And next up on beam for Arkansas will be Leah Smith. Strong, another strong vault. Pretty big hop on the landing, but great execution in the air. Next up on bars for the University of Denver will be freshman Mia Hebig. She has a beautiful release move. Keep your eyes out for that at the very beginning. It's called a Hindorf. And a strong first for team for Oregon State. A little bit of over rotation on the first pass again, but good start. Watch this release move. Great height into a hack salto on the low bar. Little bit of over on that handstand transition on the low bar, but beautiful handstand. Double layout coming up. A little step and landing, so her chest was down, so they'll take at least a 10th off for that dismount. I've seen her perform that routine better, but she has so much potential for her career here at the University of Denver. And over to vault, another little bit of form, but great landing. That was Kinsey Davis for Nebraska. Next up on floor for Oregon State will be Kayla Bird. And a strong finish on beam as well for Arkansas. That was Leah Smith. Next up for the University of Denver on bars is Jessica Hutchinson. And again, Kayla Bird getting ready to go on floor. Jessica Hutchinson on bars. Beautiful transition into a packed salto. A little short on the handstand, so they will take about a 10th of a point for that. Stuck landing though, so really holding on to that to minimize deductions for that routine. And we just saw on vault, Azitha Hall from the University of Nebraska. Two and a half twist on floor. Up on beam for Arkansas is Kiara Gianfunga. Nice handspring layout, step out, slight form break in the knees. Judges could take off for that. Over on vault, finishing up with Michaela Curtis. Little hop on the landing, but that was another strong vault for Nebraska. Up on bars for the University of Denver is Riley Mundell. Riley is capable of a big score on this event. She's scored a 9.925 in the past. Beautiful, great height and distance on that nice handstand. Toe hand, overshoot, beautiful execution. Nice handstand right on top of the bar. This could be a big score for the Pioneers. All she has left is a double layout. A little tiny hop on the landing, but that was gorgeous. Her chest was down slightly, so the judges might take off a slight bit for that dismount, but that was a gorgeous routine otherwise. And next up on beam for Arkansas will be Bailey Lovett. And on floor for Oregon State will be a Julia Melkert. So far, a really strong set of performances. Looks like Denver's going to finish up with just 5 routines on bars and count all 5 scores. So we're down to beam and floor to finish up this rotation. So far this season, the high score for Arkansas on beam has been a 49.475, and for Oregon State on floor has been a 49.675. 1.5 into a layout. She went out of bounds, so that will be a 1/10 of a point deduction. Great acro series on beam. On both these events, the judges are looking for great athleticism and dance at the same time. Those are the scores that you'll see. The highest scissor split leap over on beam. I believe she was supposed to connect that with another leap. She needs that for credit, so she's going to try it again. Gymnasts are required to do connections in order to start at that 10.0 start value. Double pike. And a strong finish. So a little bit of a mistake there in the middle of that beam routine and had to do her leap series twice. Strong finish on floor. So next up on floor will be Lauren Leach for Oregon State University. And Bailey Lovett for University of Arkansas. You can see Kyla Ross there talking to Kiara after her beam routine. It's been exciting to see a number of college athletes come in and helping coach these teams after they finish up their career, sharing their expertise and experience with these gymnasts. Lauren Leach is actually from Colorado. Fans were excited to see her come back and compete. Over on beam, and is Bailey Lovett. Sorry, this is Kennedy Hembrick. Just a little off balance, was able to stay on, but that'll be a pretty significant deduction. We'll definitely want to drop the score. Scissor split, scissor half, difficult leap series to do on the beam. Beat jump into straddle 3/4. And again, starting on floor is Lauren Leach. And the gainer fold, great dismount, just unfortunate for her, that acro series with those pretty significant bobbles, so they'll want to drop that. One and a half into a front full. Scissor ring, that was gorgeous. Really showing off her flexibility. Double pike, super high and a great landing. That was an incredible routine. So exciting to see her do so well here in front of her home crowd too, from where she grew up, competing here at Denver. And over to beam is Amanda Ellswick. Bit of pressure here because they do need a strong score to replace Hembrick's 9.650. Beautiful acro series. Aerial walkover. Back handspring. 1.5 twists. Slight hop on the landing, so we won't see a 10 today, but absolutely beautiful beam routine to finish off the routines that count. I believe they are going to have an exhibition performance. We'll see, but over on floor is Maddie Dagan. Front double twist. Great height. Front layout, front fold. Just makes those passes look so easy. And again, over on beam is Maggie O'Hara. This is exhibition, so her routine will not count for the team total. And one final pass for Maddie Dagan. Beautiful sky-high double pike. Strong routine for Oregon State. Nice leap series, little bit of a bounce check. And her dismount coming up. Cartwheel, 1.5 twist, step on the landing. Strong routine, little deductions here and there, but again, exhibition performance, more giving her experience than anything. And we are going to move over to floor because we are going to see Olympic champion Jade Carey. Really enjoying her time at Oregon State. It's such a difference, the gymnast coming from club gymnastics to college gymnastics. It really is all about the team and enjoying the gymnastics that you've trained so hard for your entire life to get to this point. They still train very hard, and obviously there's a lot of risk involved in the skills and tricks that they do, but this is a time for them to really enjoy the sport. And again, Jade Carey, Oregon State. We'll just let this routine play. A double twisting double makes it look so easy. Front full, front layout, leap. Double tuck, beautiful landing. Gorgeous floor routine. I don't know what the judges are going to take off on that. We'll see if she can get the 10 today. And I believe we have one more floor competitor for Oregon State doing exhibition. It'll be Natalie Briones. Looks like the score for Jade Carey is going to be a 9.95. See coach talking to Natalie, just giving her some final instructions before this floor routine. Tanya Chaplin, the coach of Oregon State, just done an amazing job with this program. Exhibition routines don't count toward the team total, but an opportunity for the athlete to get out in front of the judges and the crowd and compete their routine, trying to get into the lineups. And Oregon State did have a couple 9.7s at the start of the rotation, so there is potential, depending upon how she performs today, to get into that lineup for their next meet. One and a half inch front lay, a little bit crooked, so you can see she stepped out of bounds. Again, that'll be a 1/10 of a point deduction. Nice leaps, really showing that 180-degree split. Double pike. Just didn't get quite enough height and punch out of her takeoff, and unfortunately had to put her hands down. But again, good experience for her, and that will finish up the second rotation. When we come back, we will have Oregon State on vault, University of Nebraska on bars, University of Denver on balance beam, and University of Arkansas on floor. Welcome back to Magnus Arena, the campus of the University of Denver. Marcy Jenkins here with this great competition between four strong NCAA Division I gymnastics schools, University of Denver, University of Arkansas, Oregon State, and Nebraska. The scores after the second rotation on bars, Alexandra Ruiz had a 9.8, Rosie Casali had a 9.875, Mia Hebbing, 9.775, Jessica Hutchinson, 9.875, and Riley Mundell with a 9.85. Their total was a 49.175, leaving them with a 98.250. Then moving over to Oregon State on floor, Ariana Young had a 9.725, Kayla Bird had a 9.7, Natalie Briones had a 9.575, so that's the score they dropped. Lauren Leach had a 9.875, Maddie Dagan with a 9.825, and Jade Carey with a 9.95. So their score total on that event was a 49.075, leaving them with a 98.550 as a team score after the second rotation. Moving on to Arkansas on beam, Kayla Gamayo was a 9.85, Leah Smith 9.7, Kiara Gafunga was a 9.825, Bailey Levitt 9.8, Kennedy Hembrick 9.665, so that was the score they dropped, and Amanda Ellswick at 9.875. Their total on that event was a 49.050, leaving them with a 98.125 after two rotations. And finally, the University of Nebraska on vault, their scores were Emma Spence with a 9.775, Kylie Pringer with a 9.775, Martina Coleman 9.75, Kinsey Davis 9.875, Azitha Hall 9.825, and Michaela Curtis with a 9.725. That was a 49 flat, leaving them with a 97.650. So after the second rotation, Oregon State is still leading with a 98.550. Then we have University of Denver in second place with a 98.250. Arkansas with a 98.125 is in third, and Nebraska with a 97.650 is in fourth. And starting off on vault for Oregon State is Caitlin Garcia, and on beam, Alexandra Ruiz. On bars for Nebraska is Catherine Thaler. And on floor for Arkansas is Savannah Hennessy. Nice double twist on floor. The handspring layout step up from Alexandra Ruiz on beam. Nice finish on bars to start off Nebraska. Here's that first vaulter from Oregon State, Caitlin Garcia. Beautiful finish for Alexandra Ruiz. Exactly how Dee wanted to start this event on beam. A little bit of a low landing on that vault from Caitlin Garcia. Next up on bars for Nebraska will be Emma Spence. And Savannah Hennessy on floor. Arkansas's high team score on floor this year has been a 49.550. A strong first routine for them on this event. On vault, Lauren Leach. Sorry, that last performer that we saw was Carly Chavez, Mrs. Lauren Leach. Over on bars is Madison Hickey. And on beam, next up for the Pioneers is Bella Mabanta. A little low again on that vault. Lauren Leach with her chest on the landing. But nice execution in the air. Nice handstand, exactly what the judges are looking for. Giant full, little bit of form break and crooked. So you can see she just was a little bit off on that dismount, had to take a hop backwards. And watch this beam routine. She has great amplitude on her splits and jumps, just gorgeous, over 180-degree split. Next up on vault for Oregon State is Sydney Gonzalez. Next up on floor for Nebraska is Emma Spence. Beautiful leap combination from Bella. And that was a great vault, super difficult. Half on from the board. Into the front with a half off. Nice double pike on floor, great height. Sorry, this is Madison Hickey on floor. Nice leaps. And a beautiful beam routine for Bella Mabanta, second up in the lineup for the University of Denver. One and a half into a front layout. Over on bars is Clara Colombo. Nice piked Jaeger, great height and amplitude, little short on the handstand. A little bit short on that handstand too, so just leaving tiny deductions there for the judges to take. Front giant to a double tuck. One over on floor, double tuck, great finish. Maddie Dagan on vault. Nice, 1.5, big step on the landing. So that'll be at least a 1/10 of a point deduction, but she gets amazing height and distance on that vault. Next up on beam for the University of Denver is Momoko Iwai. They've been playing around with their lineups at the University of Denver to try to figure out what will work best. They had Lindsey Brown as typically as their starting position on beam, but with her out with the Achilles injury. Back handspring, layout, step out, layout, step out. Beautiful, right over the center of the beam, super difficult. Next up on bars is Kinsey Roby for Nebraska. Great beam routine for Momo. This Denver squad is on fire on this rotation. And next up on vault for Oregon State, getting ready to go now, is Jade Carey. Watch this vault. A double twisting Yurchenko full. Beautiful, great height and distance. We don't see many of those in college competition. Just absolutely gorgeous. On floor right now is Maddie Jones from the University of Arkansas. Nice pass. Scissor ring into scissor half. Great execution on those jumps, over 180-degree split. Next up on bars for Nebraska is Kinsey Davis, and on beam for the University of Denver is Emma Brown. 1.5 twist on floor to finish up with her third pass. Aerial walkover into a back tuck. Nice connection. Over on bars, free hip handstand into a Hindorf. Beautiful. Little short on the handstand on that overshoot, but overall beautiful routine so far. I love her form and toe point, just gorgeous. Layout double flyaway, slight hop on the landing. That is going to be a great score for Nebraska on bars. And the Beavers have finished up on vault. And a beautiful beam routine from Emma Brown, exactly what they needed from her on this event too. You can see Jordan Weaver talking to Leah Smith. Next competitor on floor. You can see Melissa Kutcher-Reinhardt giving Emma some reminders for her routine for next time. Next up on bars and last up for Nebraska is going to be Emma Simpson, sorry. And on floor is Leah Smith. Gorgeous first pass. Beautiful handstand right on top of the bar on Nebraska on bars. And right up to the handstand there as well. And a great second pass. Oh shoot, on the dismount. She just had to take a big step on the landing, which is unfortunate because that routine was gorgeous otherwise. And over on beam, Jessica Hutchinson. She has scored a 9.925 on this event. And we finished up on bars for Nebraska. Scissor split leap, just beautiful execution. Just looks like she hangs in the air on those leaps. Final pass on floor, beautiful landing on that double pike. A slight little balance check for Jessica on that front toss. It's the only thing I've seen in this routine so far. And she just has her dismount left. Beautiful gainer full off the side, so just a slight little deduction for her there on that second front toss. But this beam team at the University of Denver is really pulling it together today. Strong performances. And next on floor is going to be Kennedy Hembrick, and on beam will be Riley Mundell. Both of these routines are beautiful to watch. Again, Kennedy Hembrick on floor. And Riley Mundell on beam. To start. You can see the score for Jessica Hutchinson, 9.9. Beautiful back handspring layout step out. Great height form on that layout step out. Scissor split leap into scissor half. Beautiful. 1.5 twist into a layout mid jump. Riley has her dismount, around off 1.5. Little slight hop on the landing, but that routine is going to score great for the Pioneers on beam. We'll watch. We're finishing up on floor with Kennedy Pembroke, her final tumbling pass. Beautiful double pike. And that was a great finish for them on floor. They'll have one more performer on floor for Arkansas, and we have one more performer for the University of Denver on beam, Abby Thompson. Abby Thompson is coming off an injury and getting back into this lineup, so they've put her up exhibition, again, to give her that experience, having been out of competition for a few weeks. But she has an amazing beam routine that has scored I love that mount, jump to splits. Watch this series. Aerial cartwheel into layout, step out, right over the center of the beam, super difficult. Scissor split leap, scissor split leap. And Bailey Levitt on floor. Finish it up for Arkansas. And just the dismount. Beautiful routine as an exhibition performance. I know they're wishing they would have been able to count that score, but great for her to get out there in front of the crowd and really show what she's able to do. First pass, double layout. Double tuck, nice high. You can just see her reach for the sky. Beautiful technique on that double tuck. Such a great combination of explosive athleticism with grace and dance in this routine. Front layout, front full. That was a beautiful floor routine to finish up their rotation. We'll have to see what the judges do with that, but that was absolutely gorgeous. That is going to finish us up for the third rotation at the University of Denver in Magnus Arena. We'll come back with the fourth and final rotation. University of Arkansas will be on vault, Oregon State on bars, Nebraska will be on beam, and the University of Denver will be on floor. Welcome back to Magnus Arena. Marcy Jenkins here, getting ready for the fourth and final rotation in this competition between the University of Denver, Arkansas, Oregon State, and Nebraska. We've had some great performances so far today. Last rotation, I'll summarize all the scores for you. On vault was Oregon State Caitlin Garcia had a 9.775. Carly Chavez, 9.825. Lauren Leach, 9.85. Sydney Gonzalez, 9.825. Maddie Dagan, 9.85. And Jade Carey, 9.95. Their total team score was a 49.3, leaving them with a 147.850 after 3 rotations. Next on bars for the University of Nebraska was Catherine Thaler with a 9.8. Emma Spence, 9.75. Clara Colombo, 9.775, Kinsey Roby, 9.8, Kinsey Davis, 9.8, and Emma Simpton, 9.725, leaving them with a 48.925 and a 146.575 overall. Then on beam, great performance from Denver, just a little bit off of their season high on beam. They had Alexandra Ruiz with a 9.75, Belima Banta with a 9.875, Momoko Awai with a 9.875, Emma Brown 9.85, Jessica Hutchinson 9.9, and Riley Mundell 9.9. So that left them with a 49.4 on that event, leaving them with a 147.650. And finally for Arkansas on floor, Savannah Pennessy with a 9.8, Madison Hickey 9.85, Maddie Jones 9.875, Leah Smith 9.875, Kennedy Hembrick 9.875, and Bailey Levitt 9.875. Their total was a 49.350, leaving them with a 147.475. So after 4 rotations, Oregon State is 0.2 of a point ahead of the University of Denver with a 147.850, DU with a 147.650, Arkansas 147.475, and Nebraska 146.575. For those of you in Colorado, don't forget to get your Big 12 gymnastics tickets. They're on sale now. Next weekend is the competition. We'll see Oklahoma, West Virginia, Iowa State, and Denver in that championship final. Denver, the Big 12 champions from last year, reigning champions. So go to denverpioneers.com to get your tickets. First up on bars for Oregon State is Colette Yamakoa. On floor is Momoko Iwai for the University of Denver. On beam, Emma Spence. And on vault for Arkansas is Emma Kelly. Beautiful first pass. Momo. This DU team has really had to count on their underclassmen, the freshmen and the sophomores, with their 3 returning seniors, all with Achilles injuries this season. But this team has so much to offer and so much grit and determination. On vault, Emma Kelly, slight hop on the landing, but nice start for them on vault. Beautiful leaps from Momo on floor. And nice 1.5 finish on beam. Last pass for Momo on floor. Great height. That's probably the best I've seen her finish this floor routine. Gorgeous start for the Pioneers on floor. And over to bars is Carly Beeman for Oregon State. Straddle Yeager, a little bit low on that. But nice transition to the low bar. A little short on the handstand. Stalter, double tuck. Nice routine, slight little deductions here and there. Moving over to vault is Savannah Hennessy. Beautiful Yurchenko full. Perfect landing, exactly what they're looking for. Over on beam is going to be Michaela Curtis. And on floor, the junior Emma Brown. Next up on beam, again is Michaela Curtis. Emma Brown starting her floor team. Two and a half twist. Great height on that pass from Emma. Nice job on her leaps. On vault, Leah Smith for Arkansas. Another strong Yurchenko full. Beautiful acro series from Michaela Curtis on beam. And on bars, Maddie Dakin. Nice second pass from Emma. Great height on that reverse hecht on bars. Little short on the handstand. A little form separation there on the toe hand. Little close to the bar. She held on just a little bit too long. Had to take a step on that landing. Beautiful finish for Emma on floor. Another strong routine for the Pioneers. Really, this team is coming together. Emma returning back to the Pioneers from the stint in Lindenwood. Really has been a staple for them this year. On vault, beautiful vault. Sarah Schaefer, the fifth-year senior. Gorgeous vault for them. Again, they had an injury during warm-ups, and unfortunately, Mackenzie Sedlacek isn't here competing today. And I know the team wanted to do really well for her. Moving over to beam for Nebraska is going to be Caitlin Higgins. And on floor, we're going to see Bella Mabanta from the University of Denver. Bars is going to be Kayla Bird. And Sarah Schaefer's vault is, I believe, a 9.95. Caitlin Higgins on balance beam for Nebraska. And Kayla Bird for Oregon. Little low on that handstand. Little low on that handstand as well. Reverse hecht. Kind of stalled in the air a little bit, but was able to pull it out. And just peeled on that dismount. Just didn't quite have her hands on well. That happens sometimes. And just checking to make sure she's okay. Another beautiful vault for Arkansas from Amanda Eswick. Bella Mabanta on floor for the University of Denver. So far, the routine is going really well too. Beautiful dancer, great flexibility. Nice dismount from Higgins on beam. Beautiful last pass for Bella. She had a little problem on her leap series. The scissor ring, she does it so huge and was just a teeny bit off balance on that second jump. So we'll see what the judges do with that routine, but overall a great routine for the Pioneers. And here is Kennedy Hemrick on vault. 1.5 twist. And another stuck landing. They are on fire on vault today. That's going to be their final performer on that event, but great rotation for them. Again, amidst an injury from their team member on this event during warm-ups. Just a great job by this team to pull together and finish up so strong on this event. Next up on bars for Oregon State is going to be Phoebe Yakubchik. And on beam for University of Nebraska will be Kinsey Roby. And for the University of Denver on floor is going to be Riley Mundell. See the score for Higgins on beam, 9.8. Again, this is Kinsey Roby. Beam, aerial walkover. Little crooked, but was able to recover nicely on that acrobatic series. A little bit of form separation on that overshoot for Oregon State on bars, but a little short on that handstand as well. Double pike from Riley. Beautiful landing on that first pass. Scissor ring. Nice jumps. Dismount on beam. Full twist. Front layout, front full, beautiful second pass. Just floats that second flip in that pass. All Riley has left is a last pass. 1.5, beautiful finish. You can see the smile on her face, exactly what she needed. Beautiful finish for Riley on floor. And we're gonna cut over to Jade Carey on bars. You can see the last score for Phoebe was a 9.8. Full twisting, pack salto, gorgeous. She's received a 10 on this before. Beautiful handstand. Full twisting double flyaway and a stuck landing. We may see a 10 on that routine again today. Beautiful routine. And on beam for Nebraska is Kinsey Davis. Beautiful back handspring layout step out. Next up on floor for the University of Denver is going to be Jessica Hutchinson. She scored a 9.925 several times already this season. Just a gorgeous floor worker. Waiting to see what the judges do with Jade's bar routine. While Jessica gets started on floor. We'll have an exhibition performance on bars from Oregon State, Natalie Briones. Finishing up on beam, that was Kinsey Davis, 5th up in their lineup. Beautiful double twist. Jessica Hutchinson on 4. Jessica competed for Bulgaria. Both her mom and her grandmother competed in the Olympics. This is Natalie Briones on bars for Oregon State. An exhibition performance, so her routine won't count toward the team total. Front layout, beautiful landing for Jessica, just so in control. Double layout, that was a great routine. I'm sure they're gonna hope to count that score in the future in the lineup. Beautiful leaps, she just pops up in the air, Jessica, in the leap series on the floor. And her final pass, front handspring, 1.5 twist into a straddle jump. Perfect. Beautiful floor routine. We will have to see what the judges do with that. That was absolutely gorgeous. And up on beam for Nebraska is Catherine Thaler. You can see the score for Davis was a 9-9. Is their anchor performer on this event. We'll walk over into back handspring, back handspring. Scissors put into a beat jump. Front toss right over the middle. One and a half twist. Little slight hop in the landing, which is a teeny bit crooked, but that was a beautiful routine. And we'll score super strong for them to finish up the event. I believe there may be one exhibition performance left on beam. Azitha Hall is going to do exhibition for them. So the actual competition is over, but we do have one more routine on beam. All 4 of these teams came in wanting to have a great performance today, and we've seen some amazing performances from each and every one of these college teams. Again, this will be an exhibition performance for Nebraska. Seeking coach Heather Brink talking to her athlete before she goes. Heather's done a great job with this Nebraska program as well. Series. Great height and amplitude on those splits. Aerial walkover. A little bit slow in that connection. We'll see if the judges give her credit for that. Just the dismount, 1.5 twist, and a stuck landing. That routine is going to make it into the lineup next meet. Great job for her to finish up University of Nebraska on this rotation. So we are all done with this meet. Great performances. Remember to get your tickets for the Big 12 Championship next weekend at denverpioneers.com. That's all from me, Marcy Jenkins, here at the University of Denver. When we come back, we'll have the final scores and awards from the PA. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
Let's give a huge round of applause for Mia Sundstrom. Mia is accompanied by her parents, Lauren and Steve Sundstrom, along with her grandfather, Stuart Brown. One more huge round of applause for Mia Sundstrom. Next, we have Lindsey Brown. Lindsey is accompanied by her fellow Pioneer gymnasts. Let's give it up for Lindsey Brown. Our final fifth-year senior is Emily Glenn. Emily is joined by her parents, Kelly and Dan Glenn, along with her sister, Abby. Let's hear it for Emily Glenn.
Looks at us all like we're kids, shameless and painless and perfect and ageless. Forgive us all.
Next, we would like to honor our true senior, Alexandria Ruiz. Alexandria has competed in every meet of her career, logging 171 total routines and 36 all-around appearances. She owns career highs of 9.850 on vault, 9.90 on bars, and 9.925 on both beam and floor. As a freshman in 2019, she captured postseason All-American honors in the all-around while helping DU to its historic fourth-place finish at the NCAA National Championships. A three-time Scholastic All-American and academic All-Big 12 team member, Alexandria will complete her bachelor's degree in biological sciences this year and is intending to enroll in medical school. All right, everyone, let's hear it for Alexandria Ruiz.
I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my
Let's give one more round of applause for our Denver Gymnastics senior class.
Chance you get, oh, you find God's grace in every mistake and always give more than you take, but more than anything, yeah, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small, you never need to carry more than you can hold. You're out there getting where you're getting to. I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. New Cupid, yeah. Time for a change. New style, down, do your dance, we got a brand new dance. Do your dance,
Scores. First, we will have the scores for vault. Presenting the vault awards is Vice Chancellor for Athletics and Recreation and the Ritchie Center, Carlton Creech. There was a four-way tie for third place. Finishing in third place, a score of 9.925 from the University of Arkansas, Kennedy Hambrick. Also with a 9.925 from Arkansas, Amanda Ellswick. A 9.925 for the Razorbacks for Sarah Schaefer. And also in that four-way tie for third place with a 9.925 from the University of Arkansas, Savannah Panisi. And for the high scores on vault, there is a two-way tie for first place. In 9.950 from Oregon State University, Jade Carey. And also co-champion on vault today with a score of 9.950 from the University of Denver, Riley Mundell. Let's hear it for today's top finishers on vault. And now for the bar's final scores. There was a two-way tie for second place with a score of 9.875 from the University of Denver, Jessica Hutchinson. Also in second place with a score of 9.875 from the Denver Pioneers, Rosie Casali. And today's top finisher on bars, a score of 9.950 from Oregon State University, Jade Carey. Let's hear it once again for your top finishers on bars. Now we have the scores for Beam. Presenting the Beam Awards is Chancellor Jeremy Aifner and his wife Maureen. There was a three-way tie for third place on Beam. A score of 9.90 from the University of Nebraska, Kinsey Davis. Also in third place, a score of 9.90 from the University of Denver, Riley Mundell. And in third place as well, a score of 9.90 from the University of Denver, Jessica Hutchinson. Today's top score on beam, a two-way tie for first place, a score of 9.950 from Oregon State University, Jade Carey. And also in first place with a score of 9.950 from the Oregon State Beavers, Maddie Dagan. Let's hear it once again for your top finishers on beam. And now we have the scores for floor. For floor, there was a six-way tie for third place, with a score of 9.875 from Oregon State, Lauren Lech. Also 9.875 from the University of Nebraska, Caitlin Higgins. 9.875 from the University of Arkansas for Bailey Lovett. 9.875 from the University of Arkansas, Kennedy Hambrick. 9.875 from the University of Arkansas, Leah Smith. And the sixth gymnast in the six-way tie for third place with a score of 9.875 from the Arkansas Razorbacks, Maddie Jones. Second place score of 9.90 belongs to the University of Denver's Jessica Hutchinson. And today's top score on floor was 9.950 by Oregon State University's Jade Carey. Let's hear it for the 8 gymnasts up there, the top finishers on floor. And now we have the all-around results. In third place, an all-around score of 39.525 from the University of Denver, Riley Mundell. Second place in the all-around, a score of 39.550 from the Denver Pioneers, Jessica Hutchinson. Today's top all-around finisher recorded a score of 39.800 from the Oregon State Beavers, Jade Carey. Let's hear it for the top finishers for the all-around. And now we have the final scores for the teams. In fourth place, a score of 195.750, the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers. Third place, a team score of 196.800, the University of Denver Pioneers. Second place, team score of 196.875, the Oregon State Beavers. First place team, score of 196.975, the University of Arkansas Razorbacks. Fans, we thank you for coming today on Senior Day here in Magnus Arena and appreciate your support for the entire 2022 regular season for gymnastics. The Big 12 Championships will take place next Saturday, March 19th, and we hope to see you for them and the remainder of the season here in Magnus Arena. Until next time, thank you for joining us. Drive home safely. As always, go Pios!
So very nice, eh?